Good morning. Thanks, CMA Mr. Niroj Joshi, President Mr. Shin Dalwadi, Vice President of the Institute, PV Nayak, all council members, all past presidents, dignitaries on the dais, including the honorable speakers, Mr. Amit Karana, Professor Strategy IMA, and also Mr. Bikash Prasad and CMA Binay Ranjan and Mr. Niroj Joshi, and the ladies and gentlemen. I think I must thank the Institute, the President, the Council members, and everyone to host these particular National Convention theme. The theme came up very right, that is Vikshit Bharat 2047. This synerging catalyst from Sankalp to Siddhi. I've been a CMA. Just help me. Excuse me. Just give me a minute. Just open. Yeah. Full screen. And this it goes by this.
Forward and back.
Okay, sorry. Keep it. So I have been as a CMA for the last 41 years, and I have spoken the role of CMAs in various forums, in various ways when India has been progressing, what will be the role of CMAs. And definitely, when we are talking of Vikshit Bharat 2047, the role of CMAs need to be viewed. Mr. Niroj Joshi has talked about that what will be 2047, by this time, what kind of tools, techniques, all that will emerge. CMAs should be adept in it. We are two learned speakers. They will be definitely speaking on all those things. But I would just like to set the context with certain basic principles through which all these impediments will come. I am proud to say that I am CMA and I was in the finance profession so long, but for the last 3 years, I have been chosen by my group to head the electric mobility space of the group. These example I've given whatever the learnings I had from the institute, from end to end, has enabled me to rise to the occasion. Setting the context, I would like to tell a few things that how India has moved and over the years and how in the Vikshit Bharat space the things will move. Over the years, lot of changes happened in our economy. Very simple, I would say. We have moved from notebook to iPads. We have moved from internal combustion vehicles to the electric vehicles, hydrogen, auto drive, autonomous cars. Very recently, I am privy to also ride in an autonomous bus in China. I think these things will come up. I have already had my ride earlier before COVID in the autonomous car. So how the world is progressing, and Vikshit Bharat will take us in that space. During COVID, we have seen from physical how we can shift to virtual offices, classes, workshops. Institute changed. Institute has also changed its curriculum in that virtual mode. You say that's by compulsion, but I would say very successfully we have converted ourselves. How many webinars have taken place? Still it is continuing. So transformation is taking place. From a paper currency, we have moved to the digital currency. Hardly even the kirana shop wala and even the person on the street selling the vegetables don't believe in paper currency now. It is digital currency always, even in the remote villages. That's the Indian progress. We had doing socialization and friendship by going each other's place or making a phone call. Currently, we are doing the social media. We used to be in the cable networks. Today, we talk of Netflix or Prime Video or so many other forums. So I said, India has changed, and what more will change in Vikshit Bharat? Many speakers have talked about it. That is, this I am taken from the Niti Aayog only, that Indian economy will need to post an annual average economic growth of 9.2% between 2030 to 2040, 8.8% between 2040 to 2047, and 9% between 2030 and 2047. Economic growth, achieving a USD 30 trillion economy with a per capita income of US dollar 18,000 to 20,000. India's exports will be valued at US dollar 8.6 trillion in 2047, while its imports will be valued at 12.12 trillion. Still, accelerated digital economy. India has been embracing digital transformation and innovation, especially in the area of e-commerce, fintech, education tech, health tech, and agriculture. You are talking of digitization. I'll just give you the example with the permission of the Institute Office Bearers. I will take a little more time. I would say the industry in which I have been working, it's a very, very high tech. If you go, if you might not have seen a bus depot in Delhi, if you go to Mayapuri depot or similar one or two depots, and in Bangalore also we have made it, this entering in the depot, you will not feel that it's a bus depot. From my smartphone, 2,600 vehicles are plying in the Indian cities. Where it is plying, I am able to track. It's a connected vehicles, it's a connected charger. We have learned operating costings in the institute days. It is same thing per ton kilometer, or here it's a per passenger kilometer, how it has to be covering. That is the rate at which this business model is being sold. We have learned about maximum level, minimum level, reorder quantity level, minimum order EOQ, etc. Today I am using advanced prognostics, which from a data logger of the buses is taking the data and able to tell me that in next 30 days this part is going to fail. In this next 72 hours this part is going to fail or not fail. This is a technique by which you can do marvelous inventory control. Now, why I am telling it, I say nobody else has done. Perhaps I am able to contribute as a CMA a little bit to see that this architecture is created. So I feel that there are many, many talents in the CMAs itself to bring this way and show to this world that the contemporary economy, contemporary way how the things will move, we'll gear up ourselves. Going to the next, in Vikshit Bharat, what we will get? We'll get empowered Indians, empowering the youth with skill and education. We are an institute where education is one of the fundamental, and here we are talking of multidisciplinary and holistic education, creativity, critical thinking, logical decision making. When I read that today how the role of CMAs are changing is exactly to that extent. Today we don't only read accountancy or costing, even in the curriculum, you have changed a lot. Nari Shakti, women-led development, 33% reservation, improved sex ratio, increased maternity leave, smoke-free kitchens, women entrepreneurships. So all these things are getting promoted to the diversity which the institute has already promoted, and to take it in a larger space. Culture, very important. As announced by our Honorable Prime Ministers, Bikash bhi, Virashat bhi. So I think the culture and the mind, if it can be changed, a lot of culture credo need to be created. I think institute should think of, and in the industry also we are revisiting our culture credo. How the things are changing, whether the culture credo needs to change. Thriving and sustainable economy. Electric vehicles, I am telling you, live example. When our company won the 5,450 first electric vehicles orders, the chief sustainability officer of White House came and met me and asked this question, that all the electric vehicles which are run in US are the China-made vehicles. How can India produce such vehicles? But we have made the vehicles, not only us. So Indians have powers, CMAs have powers, every professional has powers. We can rise to the occasion always. So we have electrics, we have hydrogen, ethanol, green energy, a lot of things are taking place. Definitely, Ms. Joshi was also telling that about the digital India, skill India, startup India, make in India. I think that is the way. When we invested, our group has invested, or will be investing 60,000 crores in Agratas in making battery cells. It is actually make in India. 50% of it will be in Sanand, Gujarat, here itself where we are standing, and 50% of it will be in Somerset. This is again huge make in India venture, when huge number of minds of the profession will be required. Green economy, net zero by 2070, reduce the emission intensity of its economy by 45%, reduce emission by 1 billion ton of CO2. Definitely, our group has declared that the intention is to make it net zero by 2045. Many companies are doing that, so that we don't fail 2070. All these things will promote how the Vikshit Bharat will take place. We are talking of artificial intelligence, digital footprint in all sectors. I am giving you one example. We have developed AI-powered tools to train the driver seamlessly. When the driver will be driving the bus, in his screen it will be there, what kind of mistakes he is going to get into, what he should do. Might be how a flight is run, an aircraft is run today, that philosophy is getting transformed. Again, I am telling you, 100% Indian mind. Innovation and finally good governance and security. Coming back to CMAs, what need to do? I think this is my thoughts, that CMAs understand that normal is not available to us anymore, and business as usual even less. So the theme is, whereas tools and techniques, the speakers will further deliberate, but I will say the theme is, we have to believe that innovation is central to value creation. Value is created from intangible assets too, this has to be believed, and financial value is relevant but not sufficient. This is the most important thing. The necessary and sufficiency conditions, and value creation manifests itself in outcomes. Finally, I would say, what will be the enablers of CMA for Vikshit Bharat? The enablers will be preserve value, liberate value, and create value. So with this, I think we'll be really in a space where we'll find that with Bharat 2047, the management accounts and cost and management accountants 2047 also will rise to the occasion with, apart from domain knowledge, their partnering attitude, their partnering knowledge, their communication skill, professional judgment, analytical skills, and business intelligence will take them forward. And finally, CMAs will be also marching ahead, moving together in Ek Bharat, Shrestha Bharat. Thank you very much.